Wait, I think we can finally go now.
Really? You mean it?
Yeah. I just finished the last part, checked everything one more time, and sent what I needed to send. For the first time all day, my head actually feels a little quieter. It's such a strange feeling. A few hours ago, I honestly thought the whole day was gone. I thought work was going to swallow everything.
That is a very good thing to hear.
It really is. I'm still tired, but now it feels like normal tired, not trapped tired. And that's a huge difference.
I can hear that difference already.
Yeah, I think I can feel it too. Welcome back to English Daily with Emma and Jake.
Today we're talking about something that feels very real after a long workday.
You finish what you need to finish.
And then you ask yourself a simple question. Can the rest of the day still become something good?
In this video, we're going to talk naturally about finishing work, stepping out of work mode, and deciding to go out anyway.
So this is not about a big trip or some dramatic plan.
It's about a short outing, a simple decision, and the kind of English people actually use in moments like this.
Simple, clear, natural, and useful.
Let's begin.
So the plan was always to go somewhere after work, right?
Yeah, that was the original idea from the beginning. Finish everything, leave at a reasonable time, and go out for a while before the day got too late.
A simple plan.
Exactly. Nothing huge, just enough to feel like the day wasn't only work. And I think that matters to me more now than it used to.
Because when the whole day becomes only work, it feels smaller somehow.
Yes, smaller and flatter. That's why I still want to go. I don't need something perfect. I just want the day to end like life happened to, not only deadlines.
That makes a lot of sense.
The funny thing is, even now that I'm done, it still doesn't feel completely real.
You still feel halfway in work mode?
A little, yeah. My body knows I'm finished, but my mind is still catching up. I keep wanting to check my phone again, refresh my email again, reread something again. It's like my brain doesn't fully trust the fact that the pressure is actually over.
That happens to me too.
And I hate that feeling. Because sometimes finishing isn't the hardest part. Sometimes the hardest part is believing you're allowed to stop.
That's very true.
Yeah. And I think that's exactly where I am right now.
So what's the real issue now? Are you too tired to go? Or are you having trouble switching gears?
Definitely the second one. I still want to go. I really do. I just don't want to bring the work atmosphere with me and ruin the mood without meaning to.
Right. So the problem isn't the outing itself.
No, the problem is the transition. If we go now, I want to actually be there. I don't want to be physically outside while mentally still sitting next to my laptop.
That's a very different problem from earlier.
Yeah, lighter, but still real.
And easier to work with, too.
I hope so.
Honestly, this is a much better place to be than where we were earlier.
You think so?
Absolutely. Earlier, the problem was unfinished work. Now, the work is done. What's left is emotional transition. And that's real, but it's softer. It means the hardest part is already behind you.
That's true.
And I think that matters. We don't need to force some perfect, high-energy version of the evening now. We just need a version that feels good for the energy we actually have.
I like that.
Good. Then we build the plan around reality, not around pressure.
Yeah, because I don't want to make the same mistake twice in one day. Earlier, I was trying too hard to protect the first version of the plan. Now I don't want to do that again with the outing.
So what do you need instead?
Something light. Something easy. I don't want noise, a strict schedule, or too many decisions after we arrive. I think I need open air, a different view, and enough quiet for my brain to slow down a little.
That's actually very clear.
I think so too. I'm not saying no to the plan. I'm just saying yes to a softer version of it.
And that's a good adjustment. Okay, then let's keep it simple. No long drive, no crowded place, no complicated idea that turns into another task.
That already sounds better.
We can go somewhere nearby, just far enough to feel different from the workday, but not so far that the trip becomes effort.
Yeah. I don't want to spend all my energy just getting there.
Exactly. A short trip after work should feel like relief, not logistics.
So we're not looking for the best place.
No. We're looking for the right place. For today.
That's a much better standard. All right, so where do we begin?
First, distance.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because once we decide how far we actually want to go, everything else gets easier. Time, mood, route, even what kind of place will feel right when we arrive.
Right. I don't want to choose somewhere beautiful and then realize it takes too much energy to reach.
Exactly. Let's choose a place that fits the energy we have, not the energy we wish we had.
That's a very good rule for today.
I think so too.
I think somewhere around 30 or 40 minutes away feels right.
Yeah, not too close, not too far.
If it's too close, it still feels like the same area, the same mood, the same day. I don't think that will help much.
And if it's too far, you'll spend half the trip thinking about the drive back.
Exactly. I want enough distance to feel like we left the day behind, but not so much that the outing becomes work in a different form.
Then 30 to 40 minutes is a solid range.
Yeah, realistic, but still a little special.
That sounds right.
Let me check one more thing before I say yes too confidently.
Sure.
I just want to make sure nothing else is waiting for me tonight. I really don't want another surprise.
That's fair.
Okay. No new messages. No follow-up request. No one last question. Nothing I need to answer right away. Good.
So now it's real.
Yeah. I think that's why I always check one more time. Once I know there's nothing hanging over me, I can relax without that little voice in the back of my mind.
That makes total sense. Now we choose the kind of trip.
Right. And I already know what I don't want.
Which is?
No crowded mall. No loud restaurant. No place where we have to make too many choices after we get there. I think I want something simple. Like a walk, an open view, maybe a small drink or snack, and just enough movement to feel human again.
That actually sounds perfect.
Yeah. I don't need entertainment tonight. I need recovery with a little beauty.
That may be the best description of an after-work outing I've heard in a long time.
This already feels better.
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice.
A little while ago, the whole evening felt uncertain. Now it doesn't. It's not a huge plan, but it feels clear. And clear feels surprisingly powerful after a stressful day.
It really does.
I think uncertainty drains me more than I realize. Not always the work itself. Sometimes it's the feeling of not knowing what version of the day I'm still trying to save.
And now you know.
Yeah. Now I'm not trying to rescue the old version anymore. I'm starting to enjoy the new one. You know what I'm realizing? I used to think a good day had to go according to plan from the beginning.
A lot of people think that.
Yeah, but that idea puts so much pressure on everything. If one part goes wrong, then suddenly the whole day feels damaged. And I don't think that's fair anymore. Some days start badly and still become good later. Some plans change and still become meaningful. I'm trying to trust that more.
That's a healthy shift.
I hope so. It definitely feels lighter, less rigid, less all or nothing.
And probably more realistic, too.
Definitely more realistic.
I've started thinking about it differently, too. I don't think a good plan is one that never changes. I think a good plan is one that can survive reality.
I really like that.
Because real life is messy. Work runs late. Energy changes. Weather changes. People change their minds. So if a plan only works under perfect conditions, it's probably too fragile.
That's true.
But if a plan can shift and still feel good, then it's strong. Not because it stayed the same, but because it stayed alive.
That's such a good way to put it.
I think flexibility saves more good days than perfection ever does.
Okay, then let's make the final version very simple.
Good.
A short drive, a calm place, a walk, maybe something small to drink or eat. No pressure to make the evening impressive.
That already sounds good.
I think earlier I was still imagining I had to rescue the whole day with one perfect plan.
And now?
Now I think the day just needs a gentle ending. That's enough.
Honestly, that's probably better than a perfect ending.
Yeah, it feels kinder somehow.
All right, let's make it official. That little riverside place outside the city.
The one with the walking path and the open view?
Yeah, it's close enough, quiet enough, and it doesn't ask too much from us. That's exactly what I want tonight.
Perfect. And if we leave soon, we'll still catch that softer light before evening.
That sounds exactly right.
Still good on your side?
Yes, this time I'm sure. No hesitation. And once we get there, we keep it simple.
Right.
No turning it into a full event. We walk, we talk, maybe we stop for a drink or a snack, and we let the place do the rest.
That's my kind of plan.
It feels better than trying too hard.
Yeah, because when the day has already been heavy, the evening doesn't need to prove anything. It just needs room.
Exactly. More room, less performance.
That sounds like the right mood for tonight.
I'm really glad we didn't let work swallow the whole day.
Me too.
At one point, I honestly thought I would finish late, feel empty, and just go home with that flat, tired feeling. You know that feeling where the day technically ends, but it doesn't feel complete?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
And now it feels different. Not dramatic. Just open. Like there's still a little life left in the day. That matters to me more than I realized.
It should. It's a good thing to protect.
Yeah, I think so too. So maybe that's the real lesson here.
What exactly?
Finishing work is important, but knowing how to step out of work mode is important too.
That's true.
Because if you don't know how to transition, the work follows you everywhere, even after it's technically over.
Right. And then the problem is no longer the task. It becomes the atmosphere you carry with you.
Exactly. But when you slow down, communicate clearly, and choose a version of the evening that actually fits your energy, things feel manageable again.
Here are a few useful lines from today's situation.
You can say, I think we can finally go now.
Or, I just need to get out of work mode.
Another useful one is, let's keep it simple.
And you can also say, I don't need something big. I just want something easy.
These are the kinds of sentences that sound very natural in real life because they're calm, clear, and specific.
Simple English, but useful English.
And that's usually what works best when the situation is real. So what did we actually do today?
First, you finished the work and checked that nothing urgent was still waiting.
Then we talked honestly about energy, not only time.
After that, we chose a shorter, softer version of the outing instead of trying to save some perfect original idea.
And that changed everything.
Yeah, because we didn't just make a plan. We made a plan that matched reality.
Which is why it felt calm instead of forced.
Exactly. And that's a very useful kind of English for real life, too. Simple words that fit the moment honestly.
Today we practiced English for a situation that feels very real after a long workday.
You finish what you need to finish, but then you still need the right words for what comes next.
We didn't use dramatic language,
And we didn't use complicated language either.
but we still said a lot. Because real English often works like that. It's simple but precise, calm but meaningful.
And the more you hear English in situations like this, the easier it becomes to use it in your own life.
That's how confidence grows. Slowly, naturally, and in context.
Great job today.
We worked through a very real after-work situation in simple, natural English.
Try using some of these phrases the next time your day changes shape and you need a softer, more realistic plan.
That's where useful English really begins.
And if this video helped you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to see you in the next lesson. See you soon.
Take care.